Hey there, welcome back to our channel. I'm Amber, and on this playlist, our Morning Brew playlist, I share tips and tricks and my actual business strategies to help permanent makeup artists build, sustain, and grow their permanent makeup and beauty businesses. And so this is one of my favorite topics to talk about. I have three things that you need, three skills you need to be successful at this whole girl boss thing, and then my suggestions on ways you can practice getting better at these three things, because maybe you already know you need them, but you're not sure how to go about doing it. So the first thing on our list is time management. So right away, if you're gonna be a girl boss, you need to understand that time is money, literally. And so what that means is you need to be extremely organized with your time. So maybe you're sitting there and you're thinking like, I know that already, but like, what do I do? I'm super busy, right? Most of you are women watching this, and so you're trying to run your business, be a great artist, grow, maybe hire and grow employees, but you're also maybe like a mom or a wife. You have family to support, parents to take care of, you have dogs, you have so much that you're responsible for, because in our society, women wear so many hats and we have so much on our plate that we're supposed to excel at, right? So what I'm gonna recommend that you do is schedule everything. And at first this will feel very silly, but once you do this, you're gonna be much more successful at managing your time. If you interview or watch interviews of a lot of successful women, they're going to tell you that they do this very thing. And so that means you need to schedule everything, no matter how small it is, especially the things that you know you're gonna have to do that always come up. So I want you to schedule literally laundry. You're gonna schedule, meetings with your family. You're gonna schedule your dinner dates with your girlfriends. So no more like, I don't know, maybe we can do it tomorrow. Nope, you're gonna plan everything. And so the way you're gonna do that is you're gonna use a planner, or you're gonna use like Google Calendar or some kind of app. One or the other, or both. I'm a huge fan of Google Calendar just because I can put everything online and anybody that I want to see it can have access to it. So whether that's an assistant, my mom runs the front desk at the salon. She may need to see what I have going on in case she needs to talk to me. And my husband knows what's on my schedule as well. So we can manage kind of like our kids' stuff at the same time as like managing all of the work functions. So that is your first task to get better at time management, to start practicing scheduling everything. You can start small by just literally scheduling laundry, doing the dishes, walking the dog should have a schedule. Everything needs to be scheduled, right? And then go from there and kind of build in your time to manage your social media, to work on your branding, to brainstorm business ideas and stuff like that. The second thing that you're gonna need is resilience. So these are my top three things. This is number 2. And that is because as a girl boss, you're gonna have a lot of times where you hear the word no. You're gonna request things, you're gonna get rejected, you're gonna present something and people won't like it, and you're gonna have to have some resilience there to understand that not everything is gonna work and that you have to fail to be successful. So it is super important that you develop that backbone and that understanding that you're not wrong if an idea doesn't work. It just means that you need to come back with something different to see what your consumers want. So how do you develop that resiliency? I'm going to have you intentionally plan to fail. I want you to find ways to fail. I got this idea from Sarah Blakely. She's the CEO of Spanx, and she started her company all on her own, and I believe she's a billionaire officially now. So what she said she did as a child was actually her father. I believe she said her and her brother or siblings would sit at the dinner table, and like once a week, he would ask them what they failed at that week. Because the theory behind that is if you're gonna do something that is difficult, if you're gonna grow and be really successful, you should be failing, or else your goals aren't big enough, right? You're not trying anything that is hard enough, and successful people fail all the time. So it got to the point where their dad would ask and he would be disappointed if they didn't have anything to say. So her and her brother or siblings would seek out ways during the week to fail. They'd try out for teams that they didn't think they would make. They would apply for jobs that they didn't think they would get. They would, try all kinds of sports and things that they normally wouldn't even be into, just so that they could give their dad an answer. And what he did with that was develop a habit of 2 things: understanding that when you fail or you're told no, it's okay, and you just get up and keep going. And then 2, sometimes they were successful at things that they thought they wouldn't be. So they tried out for something, or they signed up for something that they thought they would lose at, and then come to find out they actually were good at it. So I want you to do the same thing. I want you to find something every week where you can look back on it and say that you failed. And if you can't find anything, 1, congratulations, maybe you're trying lots of things and you're good at a lot of things, but you're probably not trying something hard enough, right? It could be something small. For a long time, I was a CrossFitter. So that meant a lot of heavy weightlifting. And sometimes I would fail at a lift. Maybe it's a lift I've done before, but I would go to do it and I'd add weight and I would drop the weight. I mean, that's a failure. It can be something small like that. It could be a new exercise completely that maybe you didn't like or didn't work out. It could be something that is more personal. It doesn't have to be work related, but you got to start failing at stuff if you're going to be a successful girl boss. And the third skill that you really need is strong problem solving skills. That's at the core of what being an entrepreneur is all about. So what makes entrepreneurs and successful entrepreneurs different than other people is that they enjoy problem solving. They don't just enjoy it, they seek it out. So we are actively looking for problems to solve. So we're seeking things that are wrong, that could be better, right? We're actually not avoiding problems like the average person, or like human nature is to try to avoid problems. We're seeking them out and we're trying to find problems that people don't even know that they have. In fact, if you can invent something or create something to solve a problem people didn't even know that they had and convince them that they need it, you will have a lifelong business for sure. So what are some ways that you can do that? I want you to seek out problems in your personal life, maybe in your relationships, things that you can work on to have continuous improvement. Or one of the exercises that I like to do is when I'm out and about and I'm patronizing other businesses, or like maybe I go to a restaurant or I go into a spa, I'll notice things that I would do differently and kind of journal them. So wow, I really think that this restaurant could streamline this ordering process. You know, the way they have us going down the counter is kind of hard. Maybe if they put the menu over here, we would get better, you know, they'd get through the line faster. Those are the types of things that I notice when I'm out and about, and I try to think about those problems because it's just a way to sharpen that skill set for yourself so that you can take those skills that you're developing and then go back into your own business and use them and get better. So those are the 3 skills you need, and hopefully those tips help you hone those skills so that you can get better or get yourself on a path to where you can become a successful girl boss. I hope that those tips were really helpful for you. I have tons more videos like this on this Morning Brew playlist, so feel free to watch those. I would love to have you subscribe and join our YouTube fam, and I will look forward to seeing you guys in our next video.